Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Greetings and salutations.
All right, well, I called it because I like saying, I told you so.
No,
you know that. I called it Ant-Man and the Wasp beat Ant-Man. Now, I did say...
Yep, once the numbers came in.
Just wait. Calm down. Even though it's out of the top 10, out top 20, whatever. Didn't release in China yet. Didn't release in Japan yet. Didn't release in a whole bunch of places yet. This is only a couple of days worth. Okay, we still got at least 3 weeks.
That's right.
In China, UK, everything.
Yeah.
So, right now,
you showed me
544 million. Okay, I'm gonna screen share this because I'm gonna show the comparisons of how much it beat the original, and why you guys have to wait until after it's released everywhere. Okay, so here we go again. Let's see, screen share. And this is very important to me, by the way, because I like proving my point. Everybody knows that.
What you're saying is it's the ghost of I told you so future.
Yes, I do like saying I told you so. And here's the thing. Ant-Man and the Wasp, this is what we have. Okay, now keep in mind the domestic number is 211.
Yeah.
Worldwide number is 544. Okay, now I'm going to show you what the original did. You can see that. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
And look, it beat it domestically and it beat it worldwide.
And the production budget is announced with the first one, but they didn't do it with the second.
Yeah. So, again, we're going to go back. Yeah, not available. See that? But they probably will make it available.
They'll announce it. They'll announce it. Yeah.
They'll announce it because it did it. It did what it had to do. And that's the bottom line. Because Matrix Lord said so. But anyway. So my point is that
don't jump the gun.
Yeah, like I know people want to be out there and make videos, but if you're gonna make a video about something, please make sure you know what you're talking about all the information, because then you're gonna have to do another video, and you're gonna have to retract it, or you're gonna have to do that, and you're gonna look silly. Now, I'm not saying,
or if they would say something like, "Okay, we've got the U.S. figures in. We're still waiting for blah blah blah." If they would say that, then that way people will know. Okay, all the budget has not yet come in.
Yeah, and I'm not bashing anybody
every single time.
Yeah, I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just saying that it's always good to just wait it out. Because and again, I'm not right all the time.
Yeah.
But I do like it when I'm right, though. I think anybody.
You're wrong. What? 1 out of 10 times?
Maybe. I guess Ghostbusters 2016 we would count as wrong, but all right. Yeah. So it feels good. And now we're gonna go on to the news. Well, before we here's the thing, and before I talk about the news. We didn't get a Doctor Who trailer. Now, again, I didn't think we were going to, but people think that we're going to get a trailer. I just don't really feel that it's going to be released on the September, the date. It's now less than a month. So how could you promote something less than a month? So
if they're going to release it, I'm going to say they're going to wait till the weekend.
October, we're going to get the series starting. I think.
Yeah.
Or the 29th at least, or something. I don't know. I don't know why they got to wait, though. Why are you making...
I'm just wondering why Chibnall's got to hold everything so close to the vest. That's what's irritating the rest of us.
Yeah. Now, to talk about something with the news, with the movie news controversial, I guess in some cases, when Roseanne comes back with the new season It's going to be called The Connors.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what they're going to do is they're going to kill Roseanne off.
God.
Obviously, the character is going to die right on. I don't even know if she's even going to be in it. There might be like something about the car. So I don't know what it's going to be. So that's the whole thing, is that it's going to be about the family. Now, this has been done already.
Yep.
With Valerie's family, the Hogan family. So
says she didn't say anything controversial. It's just that she could no longer be in the series.
Well, she wanted more money, and then they said no, right? So that was that whole thing, I think, with Valerie. But and you know what? It was actually phenomenal even without her. But it would have been even more probably phenomenal with her.
Duncan to replace her.
Yes. So that was a great show. We have news that Alec Baldwin is going to be Thomas Wayne in the Joker movie.
Ooh.
Now, it's funny because he played the Shadow, if you remember.
Yeah.
Superhero. So he's going to, and Robert De Niro is in it. There's getting some nice people in this movie. So they're really going all out.
I could actually picture him as the Elseworld flashback Wayne as well.
Right.
And if they wanted to get in, well, they couldn't do Michelle Pfeiffer.
I don't know if it's going to be yeah. So, I mean, that's great. That's great. Now, last night we talked about Last Jedi, which I wasn't expecting. And
we had our own mini battle right there, didn't we?
Things got a little unexpected. And I wasn't really. There's no way you could predict when stuff goes down. And it got really, really hot in here. Like people. I was saying to myself, you know, I ended it because I had to end it, and I was like, you know what? I can't have them not be. They got to be in the cast. Everybody's going to be.
That's what I kept looking up.
You got it right away, because you know what though?
I looked up. I didn't see it go off.
Get everybody in the cast, because if you have too much time to think and whatever, people are going to start hating each other and fighting each other, and I don't need that. And I want peace, and I want my cast members to get along. So you know what? You realize, hey, it's just one movie that would cover thousands. Everybody was getting along, and I was happy that we had a follow-up and everything was good. But it could, listen, people are very passionate about certain things.
Yeah.
Gloria is very passionate about Star Wars Last Jedi with the whole Reylo, you know, Kylo Ren being with Rey. She wants that. That's her main thing, you know, right now. You know,
that's her Harlequin romance.
That, not even Shadowhunters, because that fell apart, but that was her main thing. Just like Doctor Who's, you know. Yeah. So, like, she's very strong about it, and you know, her passion you can see, but then you also see that, you know, things escalated rather quickly. But I'm glad that, and you know, I'm glad that everything is okay now. Yeah. And it was just a debate, you know, but you could get heated debates. And, you know, main thing is know that
nobody died. We're still going to have them on the cast.
Nobody's fighting.
No.
And you know, sometimes, you know, I'm the host, and this is my shows, and I just want a little break. So now it's you and me right now. Right this second, it's you and me. If they change in about 15 minutes,
that's why you keep seeing my eyes shift, because I'm thinking, okay, did somebody come in?
And everyone's like, why aren't I in? Why aren't I in? I just you know, just one person. I don't have. And you know what? The funny thing is, the moment we have a big cast, that's when stuff went wrong. But you know what? I'm glad that, you know, Gloria wanted it up.
Yeah.
And there was no censorship. Everybody had to see, you know, even us, there are issues that we resolve. I mean, It's genuine, you know, it's unedited, it's whatever. Every group has an issue with things, and you guys the audience got to see, you know, without I don't want to hear, oh my God, censoring us and not putting it. That's up. It's up. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be the talk of the town.
Came to mind. You can run now, folks. Sorry.
I'm sure it's the talk of the town right now.
That cast and dubbing old soprano
oh God
dubs over everybody's voices and see what would have happened.
I'm sure that would have been interesting. I'm glad that
or Godfather.
I'm glad that thank God we're all in different locations.
Yes.
Because if we were in the same room,
good Lord,
stuff would have been thrown. I'm sure. And then there was I gotta tell you, I love everybody, but there was terminology, and I don't even know what the fuck. I'm like, antis. And you see me and be like, antis? And like you had some one-liners too. And I cracked up, and you're like, well, something about, hey, we lost the control of this one or something. And I'm like, I on the rewatch, I'm pissing myself because I'm like, oh fuck. And I didn't even catch it the first time. But then Steampunk, he kind of lightened the mood because it was like, well, if he's gonna fucking leave, everybody just got quiet for a second. It's like, oh shit, no, don't go. It was like, wow. So that was pretty fucking hysterical. Poor Daniel too. Like was trying to.
Yeah,
he would know what. Everybody's like, what the fuck's happening? I don't know.
Star Trek, and then all of a sudden, next time
you
go, it's like,
yeah.
Boom, boom.
It was a great cast, but I'm glad everybody got along, and thank God. Oh, so you know what? We people don't realize we have a huge group, and if we got everybody together at the same time, you'd be surprised. You really would, because people think that they have a track record of who's on our show, and then if people pop in after I'll do a cast and be like, oh wow, I haven't seen that person in a while. Well, they're still part of our group. It's like. So some people are not in our group, but it's just that it's not going to happen anytime soon. We're going to get everybody together. I know Google wouldn't handle it. Zoom probably would, but we'll have a time limit, unless I buy that thing, which I don't know. So, so again, sometimes it's good. Okay, Connor, you want to come in? Okay.
Oh God. I could just imagine if everybody was in the same room together. Oh, good God.
It might be, and it's fun. You can laugh about it now.
Yeah.
You can laugh about it now because it's over and everybody's like, wow, we acted this way, or wow. But it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
I think. And I just, I respect everybody. I think a lot of people got stuff out that and the funny thing was, how I'm always accused of not letting people talk?
Yeah.
Well, I got pissed and I couldn't talk. What's up, Connor?
God damn.
Yeah, I actually didn't like it. I got pissed that I couldn't talk. And I was just like, wow.
Yeah, how does it feel?
It doesn't, you know what? I fucking was angry. I guess, here's the thing. I don't realize it, but I was really mad that I couldn't get a word in edgewise. So, yeah, it doesn't feel good at all. And if I did that to people, I didn't do it, on purpose. So I do apologize for that. But, yeah, no, I didn't like it. But, yeah. I watched it again today, Connor. And I was just like... it's fun. We could talk about it, like laughing now, but
one of the bits that cracked me up was when Jimmy couldn't get his point across, so he resorted to shouting it.
Yes. Yeah, and I can see now the frustration of talking over people. They really get angry,
Yeah.
Because I was getting angry. I got mad when I thought I was called an anti, and I'm like, what the hell is an anti? But I'm learning terminology. I don't know what the fuck was happening, but I'm learning shit as we're doing the cast, and I was like, oh, that's what that is. Oh, okay. Being hip now with terms. So, I guess we'll try to get people in here now.
Hey, hang on. If you're going to do that, let me do this right.
Uh-oh. What are you doing?
The power of Christ compels you.
Oh, God.
Christ compels you.
How does that work if we have atheists in?
Here we go.
It's just water, I guess, for that.
No, here we go. Just the strength. The power of whoever compels you. The power.
Okay,
of
God. All right, so I think David Aston went to bed. He changed his avatar. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I'll send him a link anyway. We'll see what happens, and then we'll send a link to Jay. We'll send a link to CUZ. Oh, you can hear my keyboard. I didn't hear that before. Okay, sorry guys. We'll send the link to Steampunk Starraisin. And we'll get Gloria. But yeah, no, I had a kiss today, but then I was out on and off today. So it's an interesting day, that's for sure. How was your day, Connor?
Yeah, not bad. I slept most of it actually.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing. All right, ready? No. All right, so there we go. I sent people links. All right, so let's see what else news we got. Oh yeah, we didn't have the trailer, huh, Connor?
Yeah, we didn't have the trailer,
and it didn't count down either, right?
No, I think that I don't know what's going on with it. I'm just getting bored of waiting. Like I'm just gonna when it comes.
Yeah, we didn't have.
Yeah, I you know, after a while when you're expecting Doctor Who to come on and it's just so damn late now. It's gonna. I mean, you literally believe this, Connor, that like it's gonna be September, and there's nothing news, nothing. You know, it's bothering me too. And you don't even want to look at the clock anymore. You're like, whatever. So, people say Wednesday now. I don't know what to believe.
I mean, there's plenty of stuff like on TV that you can watch.
Yeah.
I suppose that it's just like, you know, occupy yourself with that rather than like fucking going stir crazy over waiting for Doctor Who.
Yeah. I'm glad we have the everything shows at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. To talk about everything. So, Daniel, how are you, sir?
Hi. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. It was pretty humid today. Oh my God, it was pretty hot.
Not as humid as last night, I take it.
Yeah. I couldn't sleep last night.
Yeah. The kiss got a little heated last night, right? Yeah. All right, so did you want to talk about any Star Trek stuff?
No, nothing comes to mind right now.
What's on your mind?
I have been watching Halloween though, a lot of Halloween on Footlocker. I love it, but the thing is, I can't. I want to buy the movie, I really do, but you know, as a Christian, I was taught that Halloween is satanic.
Oh,
and I can't.
Daniel, I want to just say you one thing. People are saying that they're being shit disturbers. I'm going to say this quite clearly. They're being shit disturbers. Don't buy what they say. If you want to enjoy Halloween, enjoy Halloween. But don't listen to the shit disturbers.
Daniel, I'm gonna just tell you one thing. There are priests that go see movies that are not. It's a movie. It's not reality. It's like a play. It's like a book. I mean, you could read a book like the Da Vinci Code and you could be offended. I mean, I believe in God, but I get all the books with the Da Vinci Code, the Last Symbol, you know, Angels and Demons, like that, you know, from, was it Dan Brown, right? Connor, I think.
Yeah.
So I love his books. That doesn't mean I'm against God. It's just a book. It's a book, you know. So I mean, this is a movie. I mean, it's not going to affect your religious beliefs.
No, it's not.
I think these days offense in stuff like religious matters is found by people that are actually looking to be offended rather than actually genuinely being offended. So yeah, it's a movie. I'd go see it if I was, you know, what's gonna happen is like a sentient thing in the sky just going to appear and strike you down.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. I mean, so I think it's okay Daniel, if you buy it, because again, it's a motion picture, you know, and it's not really a big deal. If because of it you start putting on Michael Myers masks and go killing people, that's no good. But like having a movie that's a horror movie in your house, it's fine.
Yeah, like Connor said, people today, they will find anything next to everything to be offended by. And those shit disturbers, just ignore them. I mean, just literally do not pay them any mind.
And you got to think of something too. You know, nothing's more scarier than when you read the Bible. Certain things.
Definitely.
So, I'm just saying, like, you know, just know it's just a movie thing.
I mean, it's kind of a different tangent, but it reminds me of, with all the school shootings going on, how Natural Born Killers, you know, the Woody Harrelson movie, has had an influence on that. And it's like everyone's like, "Oh, we should get it banned." Like I think it's banned in the UK.
Wow.
In some form, it's been banned. But
you know what it is? It's just a movie, but people imitate stuff sometimes.
I've seen the movie, and by God, yeah, it's disturbing. But it's a good fucking movie. Yeah, Woody Harrelson's amazing in it. He really it's one of his best performances. You've got to appreciate the art and the story rather than like go deeper and like get a more psychological aspect of it and then just go out and kill people. I mean, the people that do that are already disturbed. Yeah. I don't think that a movie is going to inspire. It can inspire you, but you've already got to be in that state of mind to want to do that, to be inspired by that. I think. So,
I agree with what you say, because let me tell you something. People are saying with that whole video game thing, right?
And there's no proof. Everything.
The video game made him. Yeah. No, he already had the weapons if he was going to lose, right? And it was just, whoa. I mean, so he's been effed up in the head for a long time. And
they've said in countless things, the proof behind video games too is bupkis as well. You're going to find, if you look hard enough, you're going to find your proof. But there's no proof behind the video games. There's no proof behind the violent movies and all that. And I'm trying to remember, was it Judas Priest? I forget who it was, but somebody claimed that they had subliminal messages in one of the hard rocker songs saying, kill yourself. And people, and a mother and I think a family sued, like I said, put it down in the comments. I don't remember exactly what it was. And they went after them, claiming that they had subliminal messages. When you listen hard enough, it's just a way a guitar happened to sound at the time.
Yeah, and you know, it's a football game, so how could you become anything from a football game? So I mean, this guy had issues before, so you know, that's the whole thing. And my heart goes out to the families and everything else. And you know what? It just means you got to step up security, because it could happen anywhere. It could happen in a church. It could happen in anywhere. So they gotta have more security. They gotta have more stuff. And how could anybody in an event like this? How could people have weapons? I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like there should be a thing at the door. You have to protect the people in the tournament. You have to protect the people watching, and people should not even be able to have weapons in there. So that's an issue. You know, I'm very sick about that news, though. I don't. You know what? So what if you effing lost? You know?
Yeah.
Why would you do something like that? You know, guy's got to have some type of. He's obviously devoid of common sense and morals. He doesn't have it in his mind that he's doing wrong by killing people. He's something's not connecting. Something is not right, and you know, to hurt people. That's not only is it a sore loser, but you don't do that if you lose. You don't.
An interesting way to look at it actually is just that the motivated, like losing a video game tournament. Hundreds of thousands of people every day, probably more, millions of people, including yourself, play video games every day. And sometimes those video games have online aspects to it where you, like Call of Duty or and you can go online on a video game and there's the capacity to lose. For example, Fortnite is the recent craze. And you can lose on that, like just because like you don't see people going around shooting other kids or because they've lost a game of Fortnite. You know, it's just kind of, I just think it's, I don't think it's that you got to distinguish that how regular that sort of thing is. Like how can it be that? It cannot. It has to be something within the person.
I honestly think it's the problem that in this day and age, when people lose, they changing the culture where you get a trophy.
Yes.
And I think that adds to it, because I honestly think that, you know, you shouldn't teach people that way, that you'll always get something, because this is what causes problems in the first place. It shouldn't be that you always get a trophy, you always get, there is a sense of loss, but you have to do it where, you know, you strive to do better, but you got to accept the loss. And I think that they don't teach people how to accept a loss like they did in the past. It's always, just give him a trophy, he's fine. But people don't want a trophy if they lose. They don't want to be reminded if they lose. You know, that's the whole thing. You don't want to be reminded if you lose. So,
you know what the trophy is? Hey, Chris, the trophy is the fact that, plus, if you give somebody one of these participant rewards, which is what it's called, how does that teach the kid how to play the game better? Do you go back later and go, oh, you missed basic, but how do you teach that child this is where you went wrong? They're not taught that.
And you know, the guy that lost, they were in his face asking him questions. First of all, if you're looking like that, he looked like he was going to kill somebody the last time they interviewed, right?
We're not talking about.
No, we're talking about the video game thing and the Madden tournament, Steampunk, where all those people were killed and shot at. You heard about that?
Oh, you're talking about Jacksonville?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I heard about that. It's not surprising because we haven't reinstated the Brady bill. We have really no gun regulation. Most states have very lax gun regulation. Any insane person can just go buy a gun. A lot of times the background checks are not even enforced. So it doesn't surprise me.
Wow. Yeah, Connor, I know you were saying.
They won't even bring back the Brady bill.
Right.
I mean, which expired under Bush, and that would have stopped at least a lot of the killings, because if the Brady bill was still in effect, that was an assault weapons ban. That would have banned the AR-15, which is his free shooter weapon of choice.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, Connor, you were saying something?
I follow a lot of sports, so I'm more than aware of how sports work. And the thing that is common in sports, the thing that makes these great sports people, is how they learn from their losses. Mm-hmm. So by going insane and going around and killing people because you've lost, you're not actually becoming a better winner. You're just doing something far beyond even that. It's ridiculous. Like, you shouldn't go around killing people because you've lost a video game.
Right. I agree.
And these people commit vandalism when some news thing happens. I've come to the conclusion. I came to the conclusion that the people who are causing the vandalism, they would have done this vandalism, like burning cars, looting, and all this. They would have done that no matter what the situation turned out to be. They just want to do it so they can have an excuse to do it.
Right.
And the media doesn't report this. They just said, "Oh, these protesters." Well, there's two types of protesters. The protesters that are walking around, staying quiet, and just bringing enlightenment to it. They are protesting. The ones who are going out causing the lion's share of the destruction, they're rioters. They, like I said, don't care about the situation. They're just there to claim, "Oh, I was someplace. Yay!"
Very disturbing. And again, You know, they gotta make it better where people feel safe. Because now I'm gonna tell you right now, people are not gonna feel safe the next time they have a Madden tournament unless they have like something that's gonna, you know, check for weapons and stuff like that. So.
Well, look at Madden today. Why do they have to do that? They've got the Madden curse anyway, and you've got the person who appears on the cover generally gets hurt in some way, shape, and form as it is. Yeah, it's called the Madden curse.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nobody wants to be on the cover now. Is that what it is?
No. Ever since I forget who started it, but yeah, anytime a player's picked to be on that Madden video game, something always happens to them.
Right. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here for now, and I'm gonna come back. Give me about 10 minutes. All right, thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.